I was told that he would work in a mine, the old Spiller mine, I think it's called, and he wouldn't wear his shoes because he didn't want to wear them out. He'd carry them on his shoulder and go barefooted to work in the mine. And he worked with a Beasley, Lloyd Beasley's, I don't know what his name was, anyway, it's a Beasley, and one of them would drive the hammer and the other one would do the deal to drive a hole in the solid rock so they could dynamite it. And I always thought about that because he was a diabetic when he died, and his feet were always real bad, and it always worried me. I always thought about that. I don't think I ever told anybody that, but it always worried me. But anyway, one story about him is he worked hard, and he worked on this ranch right up here just north of Pontotoc when he was 14, 15 years old, and he helped pen goats and stuff. And later on, a guy named H.B. Opp owned the ranch, and he went down to the Tomlinsons owned part. Stanley and Larry and Frederick own now is the Tomlinson, and Wade Tomlinson owned it, and he had 4 boys. Well, they were working on the fence, is the way I understand it, and resetting it up, and H.B. Opp went down there, and they got into a fight, and H.B. Opp killed Wade Tomlinson. And when he did, I don't know what happened after that, but anyway, he starts fighting it, going to prison. And make a long story short, Nell drove my grandfather to Vernon to the jailhouse where H.B. Opp was, and he was trying to get a lawyer to get him out. So he needed money, and so he sold the ranch where I live and where we all have got property up there now. And he bought 3,700 acres, wasn't it, Stanley? Something like that, a little over. And gave $15 an acre or $16 an acre for it. But he had worked on that ranch as a kid and went back and bought it in, 29?
37.
37? Okay. And then from there, he just kept buying. He'd buy cattle and sell them and go buy a piece of land. And we were all blessed by him doing that. But I've got to tell one story on him that I remember really well. And he had picked Mark and I up, and he might have been 4 or 5 years old, I don't know. But this road, 501, was just a dirt road. And before you get to the mountain, there was a line of trees and stuff there, and it was real sandy, and Granddad was driving up through there, and while we were there, he saw a squirrel, and he shot and killed the squirrel, and made a big deal about giving it to Mark. And he gave that squirrel to Mark. Well, we go on up the ranch, and he'd drive around a while. He always drove a Ford car. And we was driving around there, and when we got through, we started back. When we got about where he killed the squirrel to start with, he met Lawrence and Lillian Draper. They were old Pontotoc folks here. And they stop, and they're talking, and pick a car sitting right one. They're going that way. He's coming this way. And they talk and talk and talk, and a little bit. Well, Granddad tells Lillian, they were real good friends of ours. Lawrence went with him everywhere he went all the time. And they might have drank a little bit.
Lillian was the grandmother's niece.
Lillian was, yes, that's right. But they were real close, Lawrence and Lillian. Anyway, well, he offers the squirrel to Lillian, and she took it. And Mark and I were sitting in the back of the car, and as we start driving, all of a sudden Mark goes to beating on my grandma. Had a hat on. He beats it off of him and said, "You old son of a bitch! You gave my squirrel away." That's true.